Record. All right, good day, guys. Welcome to another Zoom session. Um, I think this is like Zoom session 14. I lost track. There's so many Zoom session, guys. Like I say every single time, guys, if you're new, you need to start from Zoom session 01 to 02 to 03 because those three sessions are what are you doing? I was thinking those three sessions are perfect for beginners. That's where I teach you guys how to. That's where I just basically break down the different types of trends, uptrend, downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, high lows, high highs, all that, guys. Even through examples on the white screen, So for the sake of saving time and everything, I'm not gonna keep repeating the same thing over and over. You know, from now on, the Zoom sessions are strictly um, analysis, breaking down the market, right? Me basically looking at the market and then you guys also learning from that, right? So that's how Zoom sessions are operating now. The first four were basically me teaching, and now the rest are just me breaking down. Okay, now I'm getting this notification saying the internet connection is unstable. Okay, right? So guys, let's get straight into it. Right. So guys, as you can see, this is US 30, right? US 30 daily time frame, guys. We always start our analysis on the daily time frame, right? Always our analysis on the daily time frame, and okay. First thing, zoom out just 3 times, right? To do this just to get an overall picture of the market, guys. So you can see that this is actually our previous high, which was actually broken, got a retest, and ever since then, US 30 has been shooting up, right? So we don't want to analyze too much of this here, like, okay, we can just for the sake of understanding the market, but it's pretty irrelevant because you can see current market price is extremely far from this zone, guys. Remember, you want to focus on where current market price is, where the current market price is, where the movements is, right? So you can pretty much see that last week, US 30 has actually been, guys, you need to be able to read candlesticks, right? Like look at candlesticks, read the market. So you can pretty much see that breakouts, ever since this breakouts and retest, US 30 has been shooting up, you know, the past week has been pretty bullish. So let's go down to H4 and let's see. Now we want to capitalize off this bullish move, right? So again, guys, like I always say, you zoom out 3 to 4 times. So let me just reset this, right? So 1, 2, 3. Reason now we zoom out is so that you can just get a clear picture, guys. See the bigger picture, you know. Like you won't open a book and read it like this. You're obviously gonna want to read it from a distance so you can see everything clearly. You know what I mean? So same thing applies for the charts, guys. Right? I'm just gonna delete this zone now because you can see the current market price is still far from this zone, right? So after zooming out, we now analyze, right? Okay, we can see that we have our you can see we have our lows, right? So remember, we want to focus on current market price, so this movement over here. So basically, guys, if you've been trading for a long time, you can tell this is a channel. You can see our lows, right? Let me just plot it in. Let's see, one, yeah, like that. There we go. And we can do the same for the opposite on our highs. First high there, second high. So we already have our structure, guys. We're only on the 4-hour time frame and we already have our structure, right? And us who trade lines, we're really just guys, like literally just from moving down 2 times, just from starting on daily to H4. Like we haven't even gone to H1 or anything, but we already have our analysis and we already have our bias. But this point is pretty simple. You can see that US30 has been respecting this upward trend line. First touch, second touch, third touch. Often you guys know third touch is the massive move, right? You can see shot up, created this high over here, right? So now we are expecting a retracement back down, back to the trend line. Just simple, pure textbook stuff, guys. You know what I mean? Simple, pure textbook stuff, and then we can anticipate buys on the trend line, right? So let's just go down to H1, right? But before, okay, let me just go down to H1. So already, guys, simple, anticipating a buy of this trend line. Right now, what can we do? There's nothing we can do. We just simply have to wait for US30 to fully retrace all the way back down to the trend line. There's no need to complicate trading, guys. Let's see. Yep, everything is connecting very well. You can see we have this previous high over here, little zone of resistance. So we can also put in a bit of support and resistance. So like I said, this could also go in our favor, trend line wise, support and resistance wise, because we can anticipate US30 to shoot all the way back down to the zone of support, touch the zone of support, possibly wick down to the trend line and then shoot back up, right? I'm just trying to do this thing here, shoot back up to this trend line, right? Just pure technical analysis, guys, pure technical analysis. But yet again, like I always say, let's not try to predict where the market's going to move. Let's trade what we see. Let's not trade what we think, right? So me saying that, what I mean by that is that, let's say this trend line. Wait, let me just zoom in a bit, guys. I just want to do something here. Because there's this notification that keeps popping up, so I just want to disable it. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So guys, as I was saying, right, I was saying that we trade what we see, not what we think. We don't want to predict. Yeah, I don't want to predict. So me saying that, let's just say, for instance, this trend line is broken. Let's just say US30 closes below this trend line. Then we just simply going to wait for breakouts, retest, then go short. You know what I mean? It's not guaranteed that this trend line will be respected, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is, let's just trade what we see, not what we think, guys. Because yeah, if you know what we think, this trend line is respected, buys. If it's broken, wait for a retest, sell. You know what I mean? So that's just a simple analysis on US30. Let me just draw in my targets. Obviously, my target would then be this previous high over here. Remember, our take profits is always, guys, the previous high. I explained this in the Zoom session also, just like that. Clear, clean, pure technical analysis, So yeah, I just leave a quick note in the comments if you understood that before I move on. I don't want to, I don't want to be moving on, or some people are left out. Let me just do this in the meantime, see if, yeah, this is also valid, but it's not my style. Really not my style. This, nah, not my style. I prefer this, So let me know what you guys think of that. Zoom session, online session in progress, the vibes. Online session. Internet connection is unstable. Simplicity, guys, like keep it nice and simple. Again, let me preach, guys, like there's no need to complicate trading, guys. Like the minute you look at your charts and you're like, no, it can't be it, guys. If it's like, trust me, it's the simple setups that make the most money, right? And you just need pure execution, like no good execution, sorry. But trust me, it's the pure setups that make you the most money, Once you guys understand that, like there isn't really much else to it, right? So daily time frame, this is Euro JPY, right? So like I said again, guys, I'm just starting on the daily time frame, just zoom out 2, 3, 4 times, right? But now in this case, remember, guys, like I said in the beginning, we want to focus on current market price. We don't want to now start analyzing our trend lines from here, like this is all pointless. In fact, it wastes time and it just doesn't do anything. Is you drawing in this trend line gonna help you? Okay, obviously when you're learning, it's gonna help when you're back testing and everything. But in terms of you planning and looking for trades, it's not gonna help. But it is gonna help when you want to sharpen your skill, because That's what I used to do. I used to analyze the past, guys. I literally used to analyze the past, connect trend lines, see how the market would react to the trend line on the third side, stuff like that. But in terms of looking for trades, sometimes people complicate the analysis. There's a difference between analyzing and backtesting. Backtesting, you can literally analyze from 2001. But when you, I mean, no, backtesting, yeah, backtesting, you can literally look at the market from 2001. But when you're analyzing, guys, we want to focus on current market price. You know what I mean? So, like I said, focus on current market price, right? And we look to the left a little bit, right? So you can see that, oh, okay, there's some sensitivity here. There's actually a lot of sensitivity here that we can see over here. So let's just draw that in. Because I mean, clearly you can see that we can't connect a downward trend line. Even if we do, it's pretty irrelevant because, like I say, it's too far from current market price. You know what I mean? But we can connect it there just for the sake. But like right now, it's too far. But let's leave it in. I mean, let's leave it out just to keep our analysis clean. We have acknowledged it in our mind that okay, we have these two touches. We can wait for the third touch, but let's not draw it in just to keep our analysis simple and clean. Like I'm sure you guys have noticed, my chart is always clean, and that actually helps me because like I remember my setups. You know what I mean? So like I said, we have that previous high over there. Right, so you can see that Euro JPY is actually sitting on this previous high. Clean, simple breakouts. I mean, it was resisted here, anticipated a reversal here, broke out, retested. Clean, simple breakout and retest, guys. When you understand, when you when you put in the chart work, it all makes sense. Okay, so move down the time frame, but like I said, guys, we zoom out 3 to 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, let's just analyze a bit. Let's zoom out a bit more because that high is 2. Yeah, there we go. There it is. So you can see we have first touch. Okay, 1 second. You can see we have touch number 1, touch number 2. And obviously here, when anticipating the third touch, you can see that it pretty much played around, but eventually broke out. Things like these happen, guys. It's not always guaranteed that the market will respect your technical analysis. But now, breakout points, retest. After breakout retest, you can actually see we got our first breakout. Sorry, we got our first retest. Market shot, the Euro JPY shot up a little bit, but came back down to do a proper retest. Took out all the smaller accounts, took out everyone who barcoded. So now it's gonna go up, guys. You can even see the candlesticks, right? And here we can actually draw. Okay, so buys are valid right now in Euro JPY. And I'm going to show you the target. Target is downward trend line. Okay, wait. So you can see that high over there. So there we go. Targets, the trend line. I'm sure most of you guys have noticed, like my style of trading. I don't be like targets is 14,800. Like guys, I trade like trend lines. I'm not okay. I'm anticipating it to move from this trend line to the other trend line. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people who set targets like numbers and everything, but I look at I look at structure, you know what I mean? So yeah, let me just zoom out. Yeah, proper. Yeah, so I'm anticipating buys on Euro JPY, simple breakouts and retest. Now you can actually see that the bearish momentum has come down. It has slowed down. This is just a fake out. This right here is a fake out, guys. This is what you call a fake out. Literally, all the people who entered these buys over here, or the people who saw the buy late and then barcoded over here, wow, their accounts were sanitized. So yeah, this is Euro JPY. Clean setup on Euro JPY. Clean setup. Leave a message in the chat if everything's clear before I move on to another setup. Don't want to move on. Some people don't understand or are left behind. But yeah, that's just my analysis on Euro JPY. Enter at one guys. Enter at one. I got this one too on my analysis. You see, simplicity is key, guys. I'm gonna wait until one to enter this one when spreads have calmed down. Yeah, wait for the market to find its feet. Wait for the market to find its feet. Well, to calm down, in other words. I can't hear you. And then it's your volume. It's your volume because everybody else can hear me. Simplicity is key. It's the simple setups, guys. Like when I was a beginner trader, I used to stress and be like, I know, man. How are these mentors making all this money? You know, what's the best way to avoid a fake out? Guys, fake out happens, it happens, guys. When you flirt with a girl, buy her roses, send an e-wallet, and she rejects you, you can't. There's no way to avoid rejection. You you played, you did your part. You know what I mean? Same as trading, guys. You analyze, you got the reversal candlestick. After reversal candlestick, boom, fake out. Can't do anything. Just like how you bought that girl chocolates and sends an e-wallet, hoping she's gonna say yes, and then she rejects you. You know, can't avoid it. You know what I mean? So, bro, I saw this exact setup yesterday. Yeah, lol, get you, bro. Yeah, good example, I guess. Some can relate. I'm joking. Um, let's see, what are we looking at now? So USDT done. Euro JPY done. Now ADUSD. These are all setups that are actually valid for entry right now. So, okay, I'm just reading the chats. Deletes everything. Okay, ADSD. I'm just gonna break it down, like not quickly, but just gonna get straight to it. Right. So as I always say, guys, current market price. Look at current market price. There's not much like in terms of trend lines. Okay, let's see one. Like it's not good. Some can definitely relate. I was waiting for someone to say that. Wait, hold on. Sorry. I'm jumping. So you can see we have our first low over here and our second low, right? So we can see that something is forming again on the underside. You can see how we have touch number one, touch number two, third touch. That's why it dropped down. Now we're seeing on a second touch. However, guys, we don't enter trades on the second touch, guys. 3 touches make the trend line valid, right? But we can see, like I'm not saying when the market touches the trend line for the second time, it's not going to go up. It's just that the probability of it going up is the probability of it going up on the third touch is a bit higher because that way the trend line is validated. It's yeah valid. We have more confirmation. So touch number two, I don't enter unless there's structure within touch number two, which is what I'm going to show you on AUDUSD right now, right? So you can see we have our structure, have our wedge actually forming. Experienced traders know that wow, after shooting all the way up, this move right here is going to be massive. The drop is going to be massive. But let me not jump. Let's just stick to what we're seeing now. But when you've been analyzed, when you have the knowledge, you know how certain setups will eventually play out. So yeah, someone must remember that. Give it a month or two, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, right, just analyze ADSD 4-hour time frame. Again, zoom out just 2, 3, 4 times. 2, okay, you can see our structure, right? And you can actually see that ADSD is in the correctional phase, right? You guys know that the market moves impulse correction, impulse correction. We're in an impulse. No, sorry, we're in a correctional phase, waiting for an impulsive move, which is actually going to happen extremely soon, right? So really say cool. We know that, right? But that still isn't confirmation to buy. We need one more confirmation. We need some sort of um we need some sort of setup, you know what I mean, to enter. Just because we see it's in a correctional phase, we can't just enter. We need some sort of valid setup. So for example of the valid setup would be breakout, retest of this downward trend line, because this downward trend line has 1, 2, 3 touches. You check. So then the retest of this trend line will be confirmation to go long. Or if you're more of a risky trader, you can enter on this setup. So you can enter on this pattern over here. There's an inverse head and shoulders pattern on AUD/USD. Let's just go down to H1. There's an inverse head and shoulders pattern on AUD/USD. Here's our left shoulder. So there we go. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You can see that the right shoulder closed above our left shoulder. You see, clean. So buys are valid right now on AUD/USD too. Right? Just know that when entering these buys, you need to be patient because, okay, let me just fix this properly. 1 second. Fix that. Good stuff. Right? This buy over here, where is our target, guys? Target would be obviously this previous high over here. Like I said, guys, the previous highs are always our targets. Previous highs, lost touch on the trend line, targets. And guys, this is currencies. You need to have patience with these ones. You're not going to see 1,000 rand profits in an hour. So I wanted to say something. I wanted to add, please know while buying now, right, we can get an impulsive move. You can really see the bullish movements. The bullish move has actually started, right? Yes, it's going to look bullish for now. It's going to close above. But guys, after breakouts, there's always a higher probability of a retest, right? And I'm sure you guys know retests kill accounts, So you need to be okay psychologically. You need to be okay with seeing 500 rand profits to seeing losses again. And then you can scale in on the retest and you'll be back in blue. So back in profits. So that's a simple analysis on AUD/USD. Just leave a message in the chat if you understood that one. If you understood that clean setup, like there really isn't much else to it. Just looking at market structure, you can see correctional phase, inverse head and shoulders. Clean, obvious buy. Looking at it from a technical perspective. Bro, you're God's making everything so simple. Online session, you know the vibes. Online session, you know the vibes. Understood, like simplicity is key. I'm a beginner and I got it like this. Vulcan correction, my GB release. Yeah, and also the Zoom session, Zoom 02, where I teach you guys where I show to draw trend lines. Yeah. So we did US 30, Euro JPY. US 30 is the only trade that's not valid right now. Euro JPY is, AUD/USD is. I'm also going to someone to give out the analysis. Understood, clean. Guys, like there really isn't much to it. There's no need to complicate things. There's really no need to complicate things. Again, USD JPY, delete this analysis, reset. Like again, no points in zooming out now because current market prices is far from all this, like you don't want to now be wasting time and throwing this in. Like it's not wrong, but it's irrelevant right now because current market price is far, guys, let's focus on current market price. Hey, I've said this for too many times. I'm writing maths tomorrow and I'm taking risk, bro. You never know. No risk, no reward. No risk, no reward. Open that trade. Don't be scared to open that trade, guys. If it's your lost 500 rand, if it's your lost 1,000 rand, open that trade. You never know. Like if you're not ready to risk, and if you're not ready to risk, then you're not ready to be a trader. All it takes is one trade. You never know when that trade could come, guys. That just blows you. That just not blows you in a bad way. That's just like that breaks you through. Where like maybe there's a fundamental event and then the candlestick is long. You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know. So never, like, no risk, no reward. I'm not alone. I'm also writing. Hey, I keep pushing, guys. Hey, it was this time last year when I actually had a nice proper breakthrough. Got my second breakthrough during exams. Even brought that 25K. This is cool. All right, so I got too much. I got too much into psychology. Right, so this is good. Daily time frame isn't too clear. So let's just go down to 4 hour time frame. Right. Thanks for the discussion group. Yeah, shout out. Sometimes I'm busy, so I feel like the group will help. Right. So keep it simple, guys. Oh, sorry, I jumped a step. Like I said, guys, I want to zoom out at least 3-4 times. Right. So you can pretty much see that the USD JPY has been pretty much bullish, right? And this is actually our correction. USD JPY has been in a correction, guys. We can anticipate an impulsive move, right? Can we just zoom in to draw this? Connect our connect our trend line on our highs like that. And then let's just see no wait. See if this low over here. Yeah, there we go. First touch is our first low. First touch, second touch, third touch. But this is more of support and resistance because this is like flat, guys. So let's not draw in a trend line. Let's draw it. Sorry, let's just mark it as a zone. From here. This is running out of time. The meeting will end soon. Yeah. And what time? Oh, it's almost okay. There we go. So you can see we have touch number 1, touch number 2, touch number 3, guys, and you can pretty much see that candlestick is reversing. Proper, like just clean, simple setup, guys. Obvious buy setup. I'm trying to just go to H1 now. H1, we should see some pull. Yep, there we go. Right. So you can pretty much see that this zone is really powerful. First touch, second touch, third. So buys are also valued on USD JPY. Just wait until 1 a.m. Wait until spreads calm down. Just want to draw my targets in. Draw my target in, and then target will obviously be either this high, this previous high over here, or how do I do this? Okay, wait. I want to add 2. Okay, just do this. First target can be over here, right? So let me just explain it again. There we go. You can see we have our zone of support over here, right? And you can see that the market has actually touched the zone of support the third time, closing with a bullish candlestick. Clean buy setup, clean buy setup. So it really isn't much else to it, guys. Just trade what you see, not what you think. It's fine if the market let's just say the market doesn't respect our analysis and just I'm trying to wait, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to move this thing. It's fine. Let's say the market doesn't respect analysis and the candlestick that opens just continues to drop down, then it's fine. Our side, we did the right thing. We stuck to our technical analysis. And I'm trying the stupid thing in. We stuck to our technical analysis. So just leave your feedback in the comment section before I move on. Yo, must get a mouse. This thing is annoying me. So just let me know what you guys think. Of this setup. Yeah. I want to take a video. Online session in progress. Online session, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. Online session, online session. You know the vibes. Somebody give this guy a bell. Online session, you know the vibes. Online session. Online session, you know the vibes. Please do analysis on gold. Okay, guys, I'm not going to be editing. I'm not going to be removing the analysis now because it's 5 minutes left. Just going to do a voiceover explanation of these analysis. I'm not going to break it down from top to bottom because of time, obviously. So you can. This is Nasdaq, guys. You can see that actually Nasdaq closed above the trend line. So going to H4, more confirmation, closed above the trend line. But right now, Nasdaq is in a correctional phase. You can see I have our first low, second low, waiting for third one to buy. Waiting for the third touch to buy. However, Nasdaq could actually just wick down to the zone of support. 1, 2, can wait for the third touch. Buys until this previous high over here. So just keep an eye on Nasdaq. I'm going fast now because it's 5 minutes left. So yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to capture that. So yeah, that's Nasdaq, guys. I'm sorry I'm gonna rush now but like I said, 4-hour time frame, close out the trend line, correction, forming some correction structure, right? Before we get another impulsive move to the upside. You know. So that's Nasdaq. What else did I analyze? And I have a lot. GBPUSD is also valid for buys right now. GBPUSD is valid for buys. You can see that this zone over here has been respected. Let me just zoom out a bit. You can see first touch over there, second touch, third touch here. Right, second touch, third touch pretty bullish. Closed above the zone. Right, with it closing above the zone, you can see that the bullish movement has actually started already, and we got this minor retracement. This retracement was actually an inverse. This retracement was the market forming another entry point. You can see I have an inverse head and shoulders pattern. So left shoulder, head, right shoulder, buys on GBP USD, guys, until this zone will be here. Just zoom out until this zone will be here, guys. So this low over here. That's GBP USD. I'm also going to send it out. Buys are also valid there. Everyone's telling me about gold, guys. Gold is tricky right now because yes, we can see we have a major rejection of this high over here. But yeah, looking at it from a technical perspective, it should drop double top pattern, but yet again, I'm not comfortable with these 2 touches, you know what I mean? Second touch, rather, if it was like a third touch, then yeah. And looking at momentum, it's strong, man, you know. This bullish momentum is strong. And there's only one candlestick that's bearish. Excuse me. EuroCAD is also valid for sells. EuroCAD is also valid for sells. 3 minutes left. I just want to put this chart cleanly. There we go. EuroCAD. You can see that there was a zone of resistance. Resisted. Boom. It's gonna drop back down to the trend line for a touch. That's EuroCAD. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's today's online Zoom session. I hope you guys learned a lot. And yeah, guys, let's just wait for the market to form. Let's just wait for the market to calm down before we enter these trades. And let's be patient throughout the week for proper setups. Remember, guys, it's not forced setups. Don't be chart zombies. Do not look at the charts from 8 in the morning to 6 p.m. in the afternoon. You need to have times that, okay, I'm waking up now. It's 8 a.m. I'm going to look at the chart from 8 until 10. From between those 2 hours, you're analyzing and you're going to jot down and you're going to write down which pairs you're waiting for. Like me right now, I've analyzed. I'm not going to look at the charts until 1, right? And then after 1, I'm only going to look for like 30 minutes. And then after that, I'm going to close. And then I'm going to look again tomorrow at 9 in the morning. I'm going to look from 9 to 11. Then I'm done for the day. I'm going to look from 9 to 11. And between 9 to 11, I'm going to be analyzing and being like, okay, I could get a possible setup at this time, or nah, this this setup not this setup won't form today. This setup can actually form today. Just write it down. Then I'll just check now and then. But now you don't have to stick on the charts the whole day analyzing. Nah, have that hour or two to analyze. Write down, jot it down that okay, I'm waiting for this and this and this and this and this, and then you relax. Then you relax, guys. You don't need to be analyzing the charts the whole day, 24/7, 7 days. Nah, you're gonna you're gonna go crazy. You're literally gonna go crazy. You're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go insane if you're on the charts every day. Same way you won't study or do your homework the whole day. Same thing with the charts, guys. All the best for the week. Leave a review on my WhatsApp. Send a message on my WhatsApp of what you thought about the session. I'll post and tag on my Instagram, give you a follow back and like your post. So yeah, just send a message, leave a review, and yeah, shout out, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week.